Oi, welcome back to another video on the channel. We're back with some off-season content. This time it's episode 3 in our best 17s for 2025, and by popular demand we'll be giving our thoughts on the potential best 17 for St. George Illawarra. So the last time St. George have played finals was way back in 2018, and that was the year before Ben Hunt joined the club. This season they finished in 11th, their highest placing since 2021, and this upcoming season they do say farewell to a couple of key players. Let's go and take a look. The departed Jack Bird, Max Feangai, Ben Hunt, Zach Lomax and Dan Russell. And they've recruited a whole bunch of experience, starting with Damien Cook, Clint Gutherson, Valentine Holmes, and getting another cracking first grade, young half Lockie Ilias. So as you can see, recruitment for 2025 has been great for the Dragons in the off-season. If I were to rank them, I'd give them a solid B+, as I reckon they could really use a high quality middle forward. I don't know, maybe Flano has trust in the pack he has already. He hasn't let go of any of those middle forwards, or not that I can see at least. And to be honest, they have shown they can mix it with some of the best packs out there, as I've seen them have a heavy presence through the middle of the field in multiple games this season. They just never went the distance. Moving along to our best 17, at number 1, I've got Clint Gutherson. Bit of a no-brainer. I heard he's in contention for captaincy. Might be a joint captaincy with Damien Cook, I saw. But yeah, Gutho still got a bit left in the tank. One of the better defensive organizers in the league. He's my fullback. The Dragons have like a core group of guys that have been rotating in and out of these outside back positions. Matt Feangai we've seen, Mikaele Ravalawa, but for mine, I think Tuipulotu has dibs on one of these wing spots. And playing inside him, I've gone with Moses Suli. Both have the mold of a modern day outside back, big, tall, both explosive and both fairly underrated in my opinion. On the other side of the field, I've gone off obviously the new recruits in Val Holmes. I think he's typically left, but we'll see what happens when the season comes around, whether they'll keep this Tuipulotu and Suli combo or if Val will stay on his preferred side. He's coming off a pretty, I won't say terrible, it was pretty inconsistent, we'll say. Definitely performed below what we expect out of him, especially defensively. I think this change of scenery will do him good. Reuniting with Flano will do him good. As we move on to the player outside him, I've got Feangai's, Ravalawa's. I saw Cody Ramsey was back training. They've got Corey Allen coming off an ACL. Outside backs, for the moment, to make it my best 17, I've got to throw Tyrell Sloan out there. Yes, he's small, but he does have speed and he does have potential game-breaking ability. Now moving on to what might be the weaker parts of the side. In the halves, at 6 I've got Kyle Flanagan. His first game of the season will be his 100th game in the league, and with St. George being his 4th club, you'd think he'd be under pressure to perform. Keen to see what happens there, partnering him obviously the new recruit in Lockie Ilias. Stylistically they are pretty similar, although I do think Ilias is a better defender, bit of a bigger body, and yeah, I'm just keen to see how these two work as a unit, if they'll mesh or not. Number 9, new recruits Damien Cook has a lot to prove. All of these new recruits do, as a lot of people are saying that the Dragons have recruited over-the-hill players. So I'm expecting big things out of Damien Cook in particular. Raymond Faitala Mariner. I would have Tom Eisenhuth, but as of making this video, he hasn't been re-signed. So I've gone with Raymond Faitala Mariner, who can do a job there. He hasn't under Flano, who's been playing second row and coming off the pine. If Eisenhuth is in fact on the outer, I'll take the experienced Faitala Mariner over the rookie. For the moment, Ryan Kevin earned himself a Prime Minister's 13 jersey. Honestly, I'm expecting this duo to do big things in 2025. The Damien Cook and Jacob Little rotation, we did catch a glimpse of it in that Prime Minister's 13 against PNG. In the 15, another potential contender for the 13 jersey, Jack de Ballin. He's been playing most of his footy these days in the front row and coming off the pine, and for mine, I do think he's more impactful coming off the bench. Speaking of impact off the bench, Jaime Sele had a bit of an injury-riddled 2024. He could also be another contender for that lock position if Eisenhuth isn't getting re-signed. But again, for me, I do think you get the most out of him coming off the bench. It's been somewhat of a staple coming off the pine. And that about wraps up my best 17 for St. George Illawarra. As always, if you have a best 17 that differs from mine, let us know in the comment section down below. I'll be keen to take a look. Also, let me know who you want to see me talk about next. For now, we are going to call it there. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to run a straight at that like button. And for more rugby league related content or more content in general, go ahead and drop your boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.